This is the Brewer and the Baker, a baseball card podcast.
Come on, get up!
Where two collectors share their journey through the hobby.
Yeah.
Here are your hosts, Mitch and Dan.
Well, hello, folks.
Welcome to episode 5.
Has it been 5 already?
This is 5.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
You know, they say if you get past 3, then it just becomes second nature and it should continue on, right?
I wouldn't say it's second nature, but I do think we should continue on.
Well, I think
This
we
is
should
fun.
too. It's been a good excuse to buy cards. Yeah, overall. So I'm the brewer. I'm Mitch.
Oh, yeah, we forgot the intro. I'm
Yeah.
Dan. I'm the baker.
We got too jokey here. Bunch of jokesters.
Yeah. So today we're going to do kind of my version of episode 4, which was Mitch's origin story. So I'm going to do my origin story.
Is it a dark origin story?
It is not. No Zack Snyder cuts. No.
Okay.
No Christopher Nolan cuts here. Sorry.
Just the bog standard
Yeah.
theatrical release.
Yes. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Yeah.
Before we jump into that, however, we need to do a hobby update. Once again, preparing for the
national show.
nationals. So I haven't really bought a whole lot since the last episode. However, I think we should just talk very briefly about actual preparation for the national, what we're bringing.
Yeah. This is my first time ever going, so I'm kind of taking some notes from you, but I'm also I'm not sure what all I should take.
Sure.
I know I need to take stuff either for trade, for selling, for, just whatever.
Sure. So my general thoughts about bringing stuff to the national, because it's a national thing and it's not really regional, right? The cards that I would bring to a local show would be very different from what I would bring to the national show, right? The stuff I'd bring to the national show would sell everywhere because everybody from around the country around the world is
Right.
going to be there. So it's like the most expensive, most liquid versions of cards I don't care about. Like that's what I'm bringing.
Yeah. You focusing specifically on the Chicagoland area? Or
I am bringing a few Chicago Cubs cards, not a whole lot, but first off, the Cubs are a national brand. Second,
That's
it is in Chicago, so there are going to be more Chicagoans there.
yeah, I just figured for true liquidity,
Yeah,
anything from Chicago is Bulls stuff. Ooh,
I mean, I tried to bring Louis Robert stuff 2 years ago, and I couldn't move a single thing. So,
I mean.
By 23, he had basically fallen off the shelf, but still, it was still a little bit of a. I was hoping, and I didn't move a thing. So
Yeah. I feel like the Cubs probably dominate the market, and it's on the.
because they're good,
Well, yeah, and
they have transcendent players right now.
yeah. Oh, PCA, man.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm bringing my PCA Kaboom. I'm bringing that.
Oh, okay.
I thought long and hard about it because I don't have anything close to that kind of value when it comes to other PCA cards.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing it.
We're
going to see if I can move it.
I've got a base PCA. I think they'll do well.
It'll do really well. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I'm bringing. I've been saving up all year, putting $20 here and there away. So I have what I think in my pocketbook is a lot of money. I'm still going to be a minnow there.
You're going to have 12-year-olds that are going to be outspending you.
Absolutely. Oh, I have stories. By the way, if you run into anybody from the Pact of the Future podcast, that's who I'll mostly be hanging out with. And the Pact of the Future podcast has a bunch of stories from the 23 show. Join us. It'll be a blast.
Yeah, definitely going to.
And I'm talking not just to Mitch. I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because those guys are inviting everybody out too.
Okay. I mean, actually, us two will be staying at the same room, not going together. You're going out earlier than I am.
Right. But we'll be in the same hotel
But
building.
we'll be in the same, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm still looking over my cards. Right now I've got about 15 or 16 cards that I'm thinking about bringing. I have a small pile of cards that, if you collect, what's the point of collecting if you're not going to show off, right?
That's fair.
So like 2 years ago, I brought a bunch of cards I had no intention of selling, but I wanted to show off. But I've still put a price on them that was way more than what they're worth, in case anybody did, in fact, want to purchase it off me that badly. I'm thinking of doing that again, but I also really don't want to have to worry about a box of cards where all my most expensive stuff is at.
I mean...
And most personal stuff is at.
Yeah. I mean, I do plan personally for myself because I don't have a problem with like a crossbody bag or anything like that.
Sure.
I'm going to keep whatever. I mean, I don't have the high-end collection like you do, but...
And, believe me... Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't have expensive cards. I do, but my collection is just...
No, I get it. You're not... It's not the same as people paying for full walkthrough PSA stuff.
Right.
Like, it's not that level of expensive, but in comparison to what I mean, my most top-end stuff is going to just stay on me, probably in a crossbody or something like that, so I know it's close to me.
I mean, yeah, I'm bringing a backpack.
Yeah.
Backpack.
I had thought about it. I probably should. I'll just upgrade to that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just a lot of room for I'm not bringing a ton.
Well, yeah, and it's also like survival stuff, like bottles of water, right? That kind of thing.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'll live off my Nalgene, but I do need. Well, I'm sure that they probably frown on it. They want you to buy what they have, but I've got to have snacks for blood sugar reasons, and
I'm sure.
So, yeah.
No, they won't search bags. Don't worry about it. They're not.
Okay.
They're not that like that. All right, so that's I think that's a good, decent, short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing really huge to update because we're planning on.
Oh, I wanted to give you a short list of the things I was going to look for while I was there on the last episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do that. I have a short list. It's not very big. I do want to buy something probably Bobby or Salvi related, a decent autograph or something like that. It'll probably be Bobby because Salvi doesn't have the national pull. Yeah. I didn't see a whole lot of Salvi there when I was there 2 years ago. I saw a ton of Bobby.
Bobby definitely has that national pull, but maybe Salvi will have a bit more since he's maybe towards the end of his career.
Hopefully. I have decided that I am going to. So one of my PCs is on card. Well, not on card, but just Hall of Fame autographs.
Ideally on card,
but Hall of Fame autographs is one of my PCs. Right. I want to knock off a Ken Griffey Jr. card.
All right.
Specifically, like, if I can find it, something from like his playing days while in a Seattle Mariners uniform. So like probably something between 96 and 2000.
Okay.
Something along those lines. I don't want a Cincinnati Reds or a White Sox Ken Griffey Jr. card. I want Mariners, which is not abnormal.
Now, with that, do you think that there obviously have to be those cards out there.
They're out there.
The White Sox Griffey autos. I understand, because it's what most people think of that player as. But would it be, not necessarily for yourself, but would it be something for me, like myself, that's getting into this sort of stuff? I would definitely want a Griffey auto. I don't have necessarily that stipulation. Yes, don't get me wrong, but in my eyes, it's
his autograph.
It's his auto. Get one, maybe trade that plus some cash for something else, eventually, and kind of build. It's that trade up mentality.
The Reds and the White Sox stuff will be much less expensive and much more attainable than a Mariners uniform card.
Okay.
So barring barring finding something from his playing days in a Mariners uniform, I will get something more contemporary from the last 5 or 6 years or so. There's going to be plenty of those because he's signed quite a bit since then. I would rather it be playing days, but it is more important to me to have him be in a Mariners uniform than any other uniform.
That's fair.
And one other thing I want to look for while I'm there is some kind of Hall of Fame, big name, 50s or 60s vintage card. It's not going to be anything really high graded. I'm only going to buy a graded one. I will not be buying any raw.
Just for the pure fact of knowing it's authenticated.
Knowing it's authenticated, that's correct. So I don't have a particular name in mind. Probably going to avoid Hank Aaron. I already have a Hank Aaron one that I bought from 2 years ago. But other than that, it could be, Willie Mays. It could be any number of those really big names from the 50s or 60s.
Specifically, still falling into that specifically Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Hall of Fame auto on, hopefully on card.
It doesn't have to be autographed. It doesn't have to be autographed. That's
okay.
I don't have that kind of money.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were.
No. This is not an autograph thing. This is just purely I want to start getting into vintage a little bit more, and that's something I've always kind of looked at from the precipice of vintage and go, I should probably jump into that pool. But I never really have. I have like 4 vintage cards in my collection, and that's it. And I would like to have more.
This is a noob question on my end. At what year is it considered vintage?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Well, like with cars, it's hard at like
25 years.
25, yeah.
Right. So I think for a lot of people, 90s is becoming vintage. For me, it's like 83 and back. Like that's what I'm talking about. And
right, looking at like that 82 Ripken, that is definitely of an era. I personally kind of see or feel that shift about 86, 87.
85 is where they really started ramping up production. So like it's not near as bad as it was like in 91 or 92, but 85 is when they started ramping up production, and that's kind of why that's part of the junk wax era, even though it's relatively early.
Yeah, that's why it's seen at that. Okay, so I get it. Instead of a hard. Again, we looked at some 1990 All-Star cards last episode, and 35 years ago. I mean, right.
They're old.
They're old.
But there's also 1.5 million of them.
They're old. There's 1.5 million of them, and they're in the world of cards. They're not that old.
Right. So, all right, now we can actually get to my part of the episode.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah. So this is where I started. So just like Mitch, I collected a little bit earlier in the when I was a kid, all through the 90s. I was actually all through the 90s. I actually have cards in from my tub that I had before I moved to the house where we moved when I started college. The cards from like 2000. I stopped at 2000, which sucks because I don't have any Ichiro or Albert Pujols rookie cards in 2001.
Ichiro rookie is on my list.
Yeah. So I have a whole bunch of those. Actually, I still own the 2 relic cards that I pulled from 1999. I still own those. One is a Ripken and one is a Pudge Rodriguez relic card from 98, 99.
Do you know when relic cards really started to become?
So there was actually a really big deal because Upper Deck started it. It was 1997.
Okay.
They purchased a Babe Ruth bat at auction from like Sotheby's or something like that, and they announced as soon as they purchased it, we are going to chop this bat up and we are going to put it into cards. And the sports collecting world went, what? What?
Yeah.
Right? Because this was like sacrilege, but.
Then they're giving back to the community.
A Babe Ruth bat was completely out of the question for the everyday sports collector.
Yeah,
they put a piece of the bat in a card and made it available for the lucky person who was able to purchase that pack. It was a huge deal.
Yeah.
So that was part of the 500 home run club set that they were put together, and they did until they basically had to be kicked out of baseball or late 2000s. So it's the same design from like 97 to like 2008 or something like that. So every time that there was a new member of the 500 home run club, they put out a new version.
Of that.
So Babe Ruth was the first one, and that was a big deal. So 97, 98, something like that. That's when that happened.
I mean, maybe that's a new goal. Finding, I mean, I'm sure that they go for quite a bit because of that.
It is an iconic set. It's incredibly, they are, it's like Mount Rushmore of cards that changed.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like 93 finest refractors, the 500 home run club relic sets, the Griffey Mantle autograph card that they put out.
That they both,
I mean, it is that level of importance. So yes, not only is it a Babe Ruth relic, it's also just the level of importance of the set. They are incredibly expensive. So, yeah, that's. I stopped in high school, and then in college, I heard an ad while I was listening to sports talk radio at the time, it was called Sports Center Cards and Collectibles here in Omaha, on the radio. Heard an ad, and I was like, I think I want to do this again. I'm not in high school. I don't have to impress anybody. I don't have any money, but I don't care. So I went in. I met Rick. He's no longer there. And he pointed me to Fleer Ultra, the 2006 Fleer Ultra. I opened it. I loved it. And that's it. Now I'm collecting cards again. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good rest of your day. That's not actually going to happen.
Fleer Ultra.
Yeah, Fleer Ultra. Hey, I do love Fleer Ultra, and it's actually a set that I wish I had completed. They have a set called the Gold Medallions. It's a parallel to the base set that are relatively rare. I got the base set done, but the short printed Lucky 13 Gold Medallions still elude me, and I don't know how to find them because they're now almost 20 years old, and it's nearly impossible to find anymore. So that's actually a set that I regret not finishing. But after I kind of finished that and said I wanted to move on because I can't find these cards, I was pointed towards the set that I'm going to talk about now. Although Fleer Ultra did kind of pique my interest, this set, 2006 Bowman Heritage, is the one that I say is actually what solidified me to be a collector for the last 20 years.
That's
so
solid.
Here's what I like in baseball cards that I've learned over the last couple decades, right? I like two things in baseball cards, and they are diametrically opposed to each other. Okay, I like shiny, specifically foil, but chrome is good too, right? And I like die cuts, right? Shiny die cuts are even better. I like those a lot.
Shiny chrome die cuts?
Uh-huh. Shiny foil die cuts. Yeah, those are really cool. On the other end of the spectrum, I like super simple, right?
That's fair.
For instance, I love like 2015, 2016 Panini Immaculate. I don't know if you've seen those cards. They are sparse in their design. It is a Photoshop of the player swinging a bat with a white background, like completely white, with maybe one or two little bits of foil elements that kind of go through it, and that's it. It is a beautiful card. I love how they look. And that's where Heritage kind of falls, because it follows what the 1949 Heritage set, Bowman set, looks like. It is a white bordered card. It has a profile picture of each player, a solid color background, and it's not there's no, as far as I know, there's no pattern to it. They're all different colors. And the logo. And that's it. No team name, no player name. There's no action shots. There's nothing shiny about it. It is pure photograph, and that's it.
Feels like some of the 206 cards and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I mean, there's even less design than T206 cards.
Yeah.
I mean, there's even less than that. There's no background.
Right.
33 Gaudi has more going on in the background than this, right? I mean, so it just I don't know, the aesthetic of the card absolutely caught my attention. If you'll notice, the hats are all in really good solid color, but the skin tones of all the players are all very muted, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah, I was just looking at the Blue Jays hat there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that logo.
Oh, yeah. I remember that logo. It did not last very long. And you'll find
I can see why.
You'll find if you look through there, Frank Thomas Blue Jays at the time.
Because that's who I think.
Yeah, so this is 2006, so that means that Griffey was in the Cincinnati uniform right there on that page, and there's a Frank Thomas in the Blue Jays uniform. So that's the design. Okay, I'm going to describe to you. That little soul patch on that chin, man.
Oh man.
So I handed Mitch my binder that has the base set in it, and he's going through the pictures, and he's just laughing at some of the stuff.
Good old Doug Davis.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you all of the variations that this set has. All right. So remember, this is a Bowman set, right? So it's going to follow what a Bowman set is going to be, right? Sit down. Please be prepared for all of the different variations that this set has. All right. The base set is 300 cards. That's the base set.
Okay.
By the way, modern Bowman base set's 100. So there's 200 more players in the base set. Okay. There is the base. There is what they call the white, which is just a washed out version of the background.
Which these already look washed out.
Right. There's the black 1 of 1.
By black, one, like
the background is darker. The background is darker. That's it. The mini, which will be the same size as what the Bowman 49 Bowman card was back in the day, which is 2 1/16 inch by 2.5 inches. Okay, those fell 1 to a pack, and the foil. I will show the foil here in a moment to Mitch. Actually, I'll show it now. You see the foil? How these?
Oh yeah.
These are not. These are, first off, they're much thicker. They're like, I don't know, 75 point or something like that.
Oh, dang. Holy cow. That is a lot thicker.
Yeah. And they're not, they are foil, so they're kind of shiny, but they don't have that rainbow sheen that like the modern foils have these days.
Yeah.
So even though they are shiny, which I like, and they're sparse, which I like, they don't have that refractory sheen to it that a lot of like modern foil cards do. And that's it. Those are the only one that's numbered. The only base card that's numbered is the 1 of 1. All right. I would have put together the white set. Now those fell 1 every 6 packs, so 4 in a box because there's 24 packs in a box.
Okay.
So it would not have been impossible to finish that set.
Okay.
But it's nearly impossible because they're not marked. They don't say that they're white. The only way to tell is to actually compare the two cards side by side and notice that the background is a little washed out more than the regular base card. Now I'm going to pull up. I have a ComC set up on my laptop. Let me get this back up and running. So here I have and I'm going to use the Clayton Kershaw Prospects card, but it's the same exact design. And on the top row, the first 3 for sure are whites, okay? And the bottom row for sure are base. However, because it's nearly impossible to just look at the card by itself and find out that it is the white, you'll notice that it's very different when you put them all together.
Yeah. I mean, It does look like it's almost a
So the-
grayscale.
Yeah, so the Kershaw is a dark red background, which makes it a little bit easier to tell.
Right. But overall,
right? So even if you go to like eBay and you look up graded versions of this, you will see white ones that have been graded that aren't white, that don't say
That
white
aren't
on
called
the
out.
because it's impossible for PSA to say that this is the white version of the card. I think I could buy one and say, "Hey, PSA, I think this is the white version. Could you switch it?" And they might,
just
but I don't know that for sure.
Get a different flip in it. Or,
Yeah, I think I could do that. Now go to the second tab. The second tab is Ryan Howard, which has a yellow background. Can you tell? There is, in fact, I believe, one white. Which one the white is? Because it's yellow. It is nearly impossible to see. He's looking.
Yeah.
And if for me to have put together all 300, actually 400, because the prospect set is 100 cards. For me to have put together all 400 of the white, nearly impossible. I would have done it. I would have. I would love to be able to do it, but I just can't. There's no way in hell.
I mean, could it be something that you use ComC like that and then adjust the color on your display so you can see one pop out differently and then
maybe,
purchase that?
But
I don't know.
I would be the only one who would know, you know?
Right, yeah. But if you're not looking at, if it's only for yourself,
Right.
I mean,
Right. I get where you're coming from. So there's a little bit more to this set. The first 200 cards are all base. There are SPs in the set. There are 50 of them. They're in the 200s. Every even card between 201 and 300 are SP. And all the rookies are in the 200 numbers. That's where the rookies are at.
so every even number, 200 and above.
201 and above. So starting at 202.
202.
So there's 50 of them. So they're all those are all SP.
So
They're one in 3 packs. So you'll get, what is it, 8
So like
8 per box.
The Adam Wainwright here,
What number is it?
236.
Yeah, so that would be an SP.
It's an SP, and at that point, rookie card because it's in the 200s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's similar to what hockey is doing, or Upper Deck's doing with hockey. Your goaltenders are, 100 to 149, and then your rookies are all 200 to whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's the base set. That's what that is. There are, like I said, 100 prospects. There's the Kershaw that he just kind of flipped to it on accident.
Yeah, that was just complete luck.
Very, very, very good of you. I believe the Gordon is on the first page, if you want to see what that looks like. There are 100 of them. They are 2 per pack, so it was super easy to finish that set, except for, like I said in episode 3, the misnumbered version, the card.
Right, that was number
20. And yeah, so that was prospect set, not the base set.
So and prospects are further back.
Yeah,
in this.
BHP.
BHP-20 or whatever.
Yeah. So you go to 20 and 34, I believe, are what they are.
Oh, and they've got checklists.
There are checklists. They were still making actual checklist cards back in 2006.
Holy Gordo. That Gordo card is...
Yep. So, there's
something.
There's 100 of them. The biggest names in the prospect set: Gordon, Justin Upton, Jared Saltalamacchia, and Clayton Kershaw, and that's about it. There's a few others that are playing or have played at the time, but those are the biggest names.
So Mark Holloman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the Cubs prospect, and then what was the other number?
34. So it should be on that page that you're fingering there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've just flipped to the back just to see it, and yeah, sure enough, it is.
Because the only place where the name is on the back. Because there's no team name or player name on the front of the card.
So it's like that Casas card that I found recollating.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this says it's number 20. This doesn't look like the others.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that's what that. So Here are all the different parallels for the prospect set. Are you ready? There's a ton of them. First off, I'm going to say 2 words that are going to blow your mind about a Bowman set. No chrome. There's no chrome in this set, in a Bowman set.
Bowman
Chrome has been around since the 90s.
And Bowman's best was
mid-90s,
Yeah.
95, 96. So,
and all of them had chrome.
Mm-hmm. So this is one of, Bowman Heritage because there were no chrome back in the 40s.
Yeah, you got to keep with that heritage.
Right. They did not do a chrome version of the set. Now, they would do a chrome version now as witnessed by Topps Heritage. Topps Heritage has chrome now, which means if they were doing the set, they would be Chrome Heritage. There would be Chrome Bowman Heritage. So no chrome, no foil.
Nothing.
No foil. The only parallels that parallel the entire set are the whites and the blacks. And again, the whites are not numbered.
And the blacks
and
are
the blacks
one of one.
Are one of one. So that's it. Now, there are box toppers in this set.
Oversized?
No. Actually, there are 25 cards out of the 100 of the prospects that are the mini. All right?
Okay.
They come in packs of 5, and they're like 76 to 80. So when you open it up, it's like 76 to 80, 81 to 85, 86 to 90, 91 to 95.
Okay.
Right? And the 2 biggest names in that, one of the other big names, Evan Longoria. So the 2 biggest names in those parallels are Evan Longoria and Clayton Kershaw. I have a Clayton Kershaw mini that's been graded a 9.5 out of by Beckett.
I really like the mini. I mean, it's a unique size. It's not the T206s.
Yeah, they're not cigarettes.
Yeah, they're. I mean, maybe a modern day cigarette package, but
right. So yeah, 2 and 1/16 and 2.5 by 2.5. That's what the size is. If you want to look over the foils, there you go. Those are all 300 foils.
Oh
yeah, that's the big weighty one. And then this one has the minis.
Has the minis.
And these are all 300 base sets, and then the 25.
Now I know they make for like the A&G minis.
Oh, hold on. Before I get any farther, the minis for the prospects, those are technically not parallels. Those are photo variations. They're a variation, not a parallel.
Because why wouldn't it be?
Right. So they have different photos. They have different photos on the front, unlike the minis for the base set. Those are all the same photos.
Okay. This one's hefty.
Yeah, it's a much bigger binder, even though it has less cards in it. Even though it has 100 less cards, it's a much bigger binder.
Those are so thick, man.
Yeah, so those fell basically 1 to a pack. If a pack had a relic card, it didn't have one. So
okay.
they're less common than the minis are, but just barely.
And that's just sheerly out of the appearance of a relic or something like that.
Right. And then here, if you want to look through the minis. And then there are 2 other insert sets. In fact, there are no like true insert sets other than like relics and autographs. Yeah. So, right. In the binder that I have the minis in, I have an unopened, box topper and a
mini, variation pack.
Yeah. So that's what the box topper is.
Okay.
And then behind that, there is a sheet of paper that has like mini scouting reports on everybody that's in the prospect set.
Oh, that's super cool,
isn't it?
That is super cool.
So yeah, it has Gordon, Upton, Evan Longoria, Clayton Kershaw, all those.
Now, to me, that's something. That's something to come back like that.
Isn't that fun?
I'm
so happy I have that.
I think that's so cool.
I'm so happy I have that. So I have here in this box all of the autograph cards that I own, except for the graded Gordon that I own. I am actually missing 3 autograph cards. There were 4 redemptions. I've only been able to find 1 of them. One of them was never produced. Never released.
And it's been confirmed.
That is confirmed. If you look on trading card database, that information is there. The other two, Kobe Clemens and who is the other one? Trevor Crow. They're out there. I've never found them. Cannot find them for the life of me.
So they're probably shoebox somewhere or...
Yeah. So I don't know where those are at. But I have all the others, like 25 total. So I think I have 21 of them, 22 of them. They're in all in alphabetical order. So and all the autographs, by the way, are all prospects. It sucks that the biggest prospect, Clayton Kershaw, not included on the checklist. So the biggest names among the autographs: Jared Saltalamacchia, Alex Gordon, and Justin Upton.
So something I find unique with it, since there's nothing. I mean, it does say certified autograph issue, but then there is a
holographic sticker that
number. I guess
it's like a certification number or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They just say, "Hey, this was witnessed by," and then you're just supposed to believe them. The only parallels to the autograph set are red ink out of 5 and the silver ink out of that are 1 of 1. I don't have any of those.
I really like the Jeff Clement.
Mm-hmm.
I like that auto. That's I just
So
saw something the other day.
These were produced at a time when they weren't signing, 1,000 cards every day for the first 30 days that they're in the minors.
Yeah, just watched a video the other day.
And these are all on card, by the way. These are not stickers.
Yes.
Speaking of, all right, so a little side story. This was during 2006, right? This was like Alex Gordon's kind of breakout, and it's kind of the huge hype at the time. He was going to be the next George Brett, right? Didn't quite turn out that way. He's still a very good player, but not going to be the next George Brett, right? At the time, though, people thought that. It turns out Keith Olbermann was the one driving the bus on buying this particular card, the autograph card out of Bowman Heritage. Keith Olbermann was the one driving the market.
So, sort of inflation on it then?
There was a little bit, but not a lot. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, when I pulled here, I have my graded one here. This is the first card I ever graded. I pulled that out of a box in the LCS, and I handed it off to get graded a couple weeks later. It is a BGS 910, which is fine by me.
That was surface really.
That was a $100 card raw. It was like the biggest card I ever pulled at the time, and stayed that way for a long time, to be honest. So yeah, it's first card I ever graded. I still own, which was never gonna leave.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so that's the autograph set, and then the parallels, the finally the pieces of greatness is what the relic set is called.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
By the way, the autograph set, Signs of Greatness, that's what it's called. This is all vets. These are all vets, and in fact, if you look at the checklist, there's a ton of Hall of Famers in it. There's like 2 Chipper Jones cards. There's like 2. There's a bunch of players that actually have 2 different relic cards in the set.
Okay, are they like one bat, one
bat and jersey? That's what they say, but like there's a lot of errors about they say it's a bat, but inside is actually a jersey.
Okay,
so there's a lot of that. But
okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure if that's how they justified putting 2 of the same player in there.
So that's the complete set. I was able to put, it's like 49 of them or something like that. I don't remember exactly. So that's all of them.
Oh, I like that. It's what would you call it?
The window.
Yeah, the window is the Bowman B.
Is the Bowman B. It's very cool, isn't it? So these cards do have parallels. They have whites and blacks, just like the base set. The whites, however, are numbered. They are numbered out of 49. And the numbering is on the back of the bottom of the card. And I'm gonna the first one that I pulled is, what is this? Nick's Johnson. So go to Nick Johnson, and I want you to compare. See if you can find the Nick Johnson card, and compare. They're in alphabetical order. So J.
It looks like he got them by first name.
Oh yeah, so N. Yes.
Oh, N. That's why I was.
Yeah, Nick Johnson, because it's Pieces of Greatness
Swisher.
PG-NJ.
Yep, there it is.
All right, so this one is numbered on the back. The one you hold is not. Can you tell which one? If I didn't hand you the card, would you be able to say which one was white and which one was the regular normal version?
I would say the one that I pulled out of the first box is whiter.
That's exactly what I said, but it's numbered on the back. So
no, it's whiter than the white.
Isn't that weird?
That's wrong. That's terrible.
So
terrible.
Every once in a while, I don't know if I'll ever be able to put the entire white parallel version of the Pieces of Greatness set together. Yeah. But every once in a while, I'll go to ComC and go to the file or to go to the page where the Pieces of Greatness are, and then I'll go through every single one of them to find out if any of them are numbered on the back, but they're not like priced the right way.
Okay. Yeah.
See if I can get one for like $3 or $4 instead of the 15 or whatever that they're normally worth. I actually have 13 or 14. Actually, I have 13 or 14 of them in my ready to be shipped out to me. So I have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here in my hand, and about 13 or 14. So I have close to 20-ish.
Of the, you said 40.
I think there's 49. I don't
49.
remember exactly. So that is Bowman Heritage. One thing that I could do to continue collecting this set is going by Topps Archives Signature Series.
Okay.
I have here a 1-of-1, the foil parallel that's signed by Andy Pettit. I originally bought this because I thought for sure he was a Hall of Famer. I was like, ooh, hey, a 1-of-1 Hall of Famer on-card autograph. Really cool. He's not. I think that there's an argument that he could be. He could be a Veterans Committee induction at some point, but I don't think he's eligible anymore.
Okay.
But he was still very good, and I have a 1-of-1 autograph of his on a
so it's been
Archive
signed
Signature Series.
It's been signed after the fact and then restamped 1-of-1 and Archives and sealed. So after it's been sealed, it's not been touched then.
Right. So that's one way I could go about collecting it further if I wanted to, because I'm sure that there's more out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be my set. I purchased a box to open up here, but we are closing in on 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that. I am going to put 2 packs out of this and put it in the ton. And we'll open the rest of these here after we shut off.
Sounds good. I mean, yeah, sounds good to me. I'm itching to rip.
So
because of ripping.
Yeah, ripping ain't easy. That was Mitch when he came up. Mitch came up with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was in a super secret pilot episode number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to open this because I haven't opened one in a couple of years. The last one I opened actually had more hits than was normal.
Okay.
I think normally there's 3, maybe 4 hits.
Hot box.
Yeah, so 3 hits. There was normally, I believe, two relics and 1 auto. It's generally how it normally went. The last one that I opened up had 3 relics and 2 autos, one of which was a white. So
all right.
was a white relic. So I was able to add that to my pile.
Add that right to the yeah.
So that's it. I loved this set. I still, like I said, I still purchase it and still crack it open every once in a while just for nostalgia's sake. I think at some point I'm going to purchase a box and not open it, just like I have an unopened pack and an unopened pack of the box topper, and I have the yeah.
Yeah, that way, since it is what got you in.
Yeah.
It's.
But we're not going to do that. We're going to bust that open.
All right. The knife's over here. I'll just put it on top for now. No, but yeah, thanks for that, Dan. That it's a set that I'm not familiar with, other than just seeing cards out there looking for,
Nobody's familiar with it because there's, the Justin Verlander is a quote unquote rookie, but with the 2006 rookie rules that were changed that year, his real rookie that the hobby, the overarching hobby kind of claims is his rookie card.
In quotes,
claims it is 2005. That's his rookie year card. But because of the rules and the way things were done in 2006, he has a second year of rookie cards, which would be the biggest name rookie in this set.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the biggest autograph is Justin Upton.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of fallen by the wayside, which is good for me. It's cheap to purchase new boxes.
All right. I mean, I think they're really just, I don't want to say from a historical standpoint, but I truly like the simplicity of those,
They're
the
gorgeous.
simplistic cards.
They're gorgeous.
Well, I keep bringing up like T206s. I love that release every year. I mean, obviously they're more modern version of it, but just keep it simple. I love that. Now, don't get me wrong. I also love me some Bowman's Best.
Like I said, I love
convoluted,
Bowman's Best is Bowman's Best, Topps Finest. Those are
Yeah.
also my favorite set releases every year. But something about how simple this is just kind of itches something.
It just feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, since this was my episode, I guess I'll go first. I'm the Baker.
I'm the Brewer.
Have a good rest of your day.
That was the Brewer and the Baker of Baseball Card Podcast. Thanks for listening, and be excellent to each other.